So my hands are not on the phone. I'm driving, and it just looks like it's gonna be easier for me to just do these uploads in my car. So here goes. So by now I have taken my first and my second test. My first test, these tests are 50 questions apiece. And again, this is adult health 1 or med surg, whatever you want to call it. And there are 50 questions apiece. And so the first test, I made a 98, and it's because I changed my answer. I would have made 100. And so I was like stoked, like, oh my god, I made a high 8, like almost perfect score. And I knew the answer, I just changed it. And they tell you not to change answers. So the second test, y'all, I wasn't ready. Nah, I studied like how I was supposed to study. It was just a hard concept, and it was over fluid and electrolytes. Nah, it may seem like a simple title, but no, not at all. This test kicked my butt. Like, I mean, and not me, just me, like the whole class. A lot of people failed. And so I made an 82. I made an 82. And so I've driven so far to go to school. So when I get home, the teacher sent out an email, and it was saying that this is the hardest test in the nursing program. And in this particular nursing program, if you get below a 75, that's failing. So in her email, she was saying that on this particular test, if you got a 70, that was doing well. Even though it's a failing grade, that was doing well. And I made an 82. So that kind of made me feel better. I was like, well, okay. I feel better with that, because I was like, well, shoot. We have, my class have a group me. That's an app that you can download to chat with your group members and send, ask questions, send pictures, and study with. It do a number of things, but you can communicate with your classmates. And on my way home, like, it's an hour and 40-minute drive one way. So on my way home, like the majority of the time, my phone was going off. I had to put my phone on silent because it was just going off, because some people was mad they had failed, and it was asking questions about the grading policy and just everything. And it was crazy. So let me rewind back to 2 weeks ago. So this is my second semester, and I get to go to clinicals. So right now it's like 1 day a week for class, and at the beginning it was like another day of the same week for checkoffs, skills checkoffs, and lab simulations, like where we take care of a mannequin that act like a patient and stuff like that. And we have different case studies and scenarios and stuff. So we was going like 2 days a week. So we get ready to go to class on a Thursday, and this particular class is like a clinical workshop, because we get to learn everything about when we go into the hospital to do our actual clinicals in the hospital setting. And as soon as we get to class, the director of nursing came down and sent us home to quarantine, because a couple of my classmates had tested positive for COVID. So we were sent home. So I literally got to school and turned around and had to drive an hour and 40 minutes back home. And that was very unfortunate. But the school, we had to go sign something on the school website saying we was exposed, and everybody who signed, and my whole class had to sign, got a call from the school, and was asked certain questions. And according to how you answer those questions, as in if you've had the COVID vaccine, how many, and do you wear your mask, and you know, things to protect you. And those 3 questions basically was the determining factor if you could come back to class or you had to literally stay out in quarantine. And so I've had both my shots, and so I was fine. So I did not have to stay home the next class period, but I did because the option to watch the class or go to attend class through WebEx was available. So I WebExed. Yes, I did. Saved that little drive, and that Thursday though we had to go do a simulation lab, take care of a mannequin. So I went then, but it was a crazy experience because some of the classmates just made it a statement of how they don't want to wear masks and they don't want the vaccine, which, you know, that is going on a lot right now. And yes, I have my opinions, but I will keep them to myself. And so school is now back in session for most people. It's still quite a few still out because some has tested positive even after that class. So, you know, it is what it is. It's going around. You should very well protect yourself. But, you know, some people don't want to and they're catching COVID. So that's that. I'm going to protect myself. I do wear a head, a cap, a scrub cap. I have one somewhere. This is the one I wore today, and I'm coming from grocery shopping. This is the one I wore today, and I only wore it today. Yes, I have locks, but I only wore it today because it's raining. I don't normally wear it in the grocery store unless, you know, and yes, because I have locks, I know it's fine to get wet. I don't want them wet because I'm not fully locked and they will swell and look all frizzy and big and stuff, and I don't want that. I don't want to look like that. So I wore a cap. Anyway, I wear my PPE and I wear a mask. I wear these they're some cool looking goggles. They're not the big thick things that we wear in the lab, but they get the trick done and they have blue light protection. I ordered them from Amazon. Go get your pair. Protect yourselves. But that's all for my update this time. I am now studying on module 3. We're doing hypertension and basically stroke, CVA. So I have started studying for that, and I'll let you guys know how I do on that test and with those modules. And I'll see if I could just do more car updates because updates at home, I kind of see it's probably not gonna happen. Not right now. This time around, I thought, since I have one teacher, like my first semester I had 4 teachers, okay? Now I have one, but she was one of the 4. So I thought I knew how to study. I was like, oh, I got this down packed. It's gonna be a breeze. Nope. My whole studying habit changed with this semester, and I was like, oh my God, I really thought it was gonna be the same throughout nursing program. Once you got it through the first semester, then you got it through the whole program. No, that's not how it goes. My whole routine switched up, so I'm interested to see what semester 3 gonna look like, because getting organized and getting into a good study habit and routine and knowing how to study is very important, and I want it to stay the same, but unfortunately it's not what I want anymore. So you gotta do what you gotta do to get through these programs. So, and until next time, you guys, be blessed.